live in a very complacent times where many people think that their lives are just okay the way it is. A lot of us think that our lives are in order, so there is absolutely no need for us to do anything else or anything extra to be able to make it work even better. But in this year 2024, I want you to have a rethink. I want you to think carefully and examine the 4 areas of life. The 4 areas of life. I want you to consider your life spiritually. I want you to look deep into your life psychologically. I want to look at your life socially, and I want you to consider your life physically. Now, I would have added financially, but the truth is that if you're able to put all of these 4 areas of your life in check, if you put it in perspective, if you put it in order, definitely every other thing like financially and the rest, understand, it's going to follow. So this is 2024. So I think that you need to give a deeper concentration, pay serious attention to your life. Perhaps you may just realize that truly your life needs fixing, right? Drop every sense of complacency and give it a thought. Why we need to be very careful and do all we need to do to see that our life is in order is, if any one of the 4 areas that I talked about, it's not okay, it affects all the other 3 areas. So if you are okay spiritually, you are okay psychologically, you are okay socially, and you are not okay physically, which is biologically, trust me, there is absolutely no way your life will gain the necessary success and mobility. So you want to pay serious attention to what I'm about to tell you, as it has to do with the year 2024. Put your life in order. So the very first aspect of putting your life in order that I want to talk about is your psychological well-being. Your psychological well-being. And when I say your psychological well-being, I need you to follow me carefully, because I will be venturing into your mental health. I'll be talking about your attitude, your personality, your character. You see, the reason why this is very important, because everything depends on it. You see, for God to work with you, He will depend on your mindset. It will depend on your psychological well-being. For you to progress, for you to success, every other aspect of putting your life in order that we'll talk about, the other 3 is solely dependent, on the degree to which your psychological state of being is healthy. If your mind is not okay, trust me, there is absolutely no aspect, there is nothing you can do. In fact, if your mind is not okay, you can't work with God. God cannot work with you. Because you see, the place that God is going to connect to work with you is your mind. So please, let us consider your psychological well-being, your character, your personality, your attitude. Allow me to simplify it with the language, or let me take the choice word, your attitude. Put your attitude in order. Now, I have seen a lot of people who have complained, talked about how unfair life has been to them. But as I consider the truth, is not that life is unfair to them, but rather it is that they are unfair to life. They are unfair to life. They have not acted as is required of them. They have not played their own part. They've not exacted their own responsibility. They've not responded to their ability. And so therefore they got what they deserve, and they begin to complain that life is unfair to them. So I want to look at a bit of our psychological state of being and what we need to do, to be able to put it in order. Understand some of the actions that take you up with regards to your attitude, and the attitude also that puts you down. Charisma without character will always put you at a disadvantage. If you have, all of the charisma, you do not have the right attitude, you don't have the right character, trust me, you would always be at a disadvantage in life. Have you wondered why in many cases the most beautiful ones are not the ones getting married? Have you wondered why in many cases the most intelligent ones are not the ones getting the job or getting the promotions at their workplace? Blessed but stressed, gifted but afflicted. I tell you the truth, in any decent society, Good attitude and character is more valued than beauty, intelligence, and charisma. Charisma can even take you up, but bad attitude, the taint, the defect of character, would always drag you and put you down. So nobody want to take her home, even though she is so beautiful, because she's got an attitude challenge. He is very intelligent, but it is difficult for him to keep a job. It's difficult for him to work successfully with anybody. It's difficult for him to be able to succeed in relationship. Why so? The personality defect, bad attitude. In Matthew chapter 12, if you begin to read from verse 33, right down to 37, the Bible began, he says, either make the tree good and its fruit will be good, or else make the tree corrupt and its fruit will be corrupt. For every tree is identified by its fruit. It says, O generations of vipers, broods of snakes, offspring of cobras, how can you, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. That a good man from the good treasures of his heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasures of his heart bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you, that for every idle words that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words they shall be justified, and by thy words they shall be condemned. What is this basically trying to say? In another place, Jesus told them, say, take care of the inside, clean the inside, wash the inside, and the outside automatically will be cleaned. Do you have a bad attitude? This is 2024. You've got to learn to sit down and ask yourself the question, do I have a bad attitude? Even if you think that is all fine with you, I talked about complacency when I started. You want to sit down again and check and say, where are the areas of my life where I need improvement with regards to my attitude, with regards to my personality, with regards to my character? This is very prime. In psychology, we understand that temperament is a combination of inborn traits that subconsciously affect man's behavior. These traits are arranged genetically on the basis of nationality, race, sex, and other hereditary factors. Then we have character, on the other hand, which the Bible calls the heart. It is the result of our natural temperament, modified, worked on, processed, refined, or fine-tuned by childhood's training, educational experience, environmental and social factors, beliefs, principles, and motivations. Character is sometimes referred to as the soul of man, which it's the will, the intellect, and the emotions. On the other hand, again, we have personality. And personality oftentimes denote, it's the expression, it's the outward expression of our character. I need you to follow me, because I'll be talking to us, more about breaking these things down so that we can understand the inner workings of our mind. We can understand how our mind operates, the diverse components, understand what these things are, so that we're able to know how to bring about the necessary adjustments that will help us put our mind in order to attain a psychological well-being. So personality is the face we give to our character, which may be genuine or fake. But in the year 2024, please don't fake it. Cultivate a genuine character, one that is beautiful, one that is acceptable, one that works, for you, that helps you, will enable you to achieve your set goals and objectives in life. So what I will be dealing with is putting your personality in order. And to be able to understand this, in my next session, I will outline the different kind of character, so you will know exactly what to do to be the very best that you can possibly be.